This is awesome. Double teaming the live streaming. See if anybody even shows up. Hey, I got a message on my phone that I'm live on YouTube. It's a little convoluted and a little confusing. We'll see we'll see where we get more interaction. Facebook or on YouTube. Facebook, YouTube, Facebook, YouTube. So see if anybody piles in here. We haven't even been on for a minute yet. So anybody cruises in here, give me a shout out. Let me know you're here. Uploading a video. My intention was to upload the video and then possibly do a live stream, but the video is not cooperating. So cheers to obstinate electronics. Persnickety computers. So, all right. Let me shuffle stuff around. Let me get everything going in order here. Let me get y'all kind of in line. All right. Now, I am going to focus on the computer here. Okay. Who's getting ready for the election? And by ready for the election, I don't mean getting ready to vote, but getting ready for what's coming at the election. I highly doubt I'm the only one that thinks that things are going to get a little crazy when we vote, or they vote, or we don't vote because the governors won't let you vote. Yeah, that's a wild card. I heard earlier today we're up to like 48 million have voted already. That's impressive. I mean, if we're just counting numbers. Check it out here, YouTube. Let me shuffle you guys. Like I said, I've got 2 live streams going at the same time here. But look. Yes. Look. Fire. I have footage of this whole construction here. Just needs to be put together. And look, how's my hat look? Okay. But I got full video of the install of the wood burner and flue and chimney all the way up to the ceiling box and out the roof and connected to the roof. Everything. I just have to upload it at some point. You like my chandelier? No bunker is complete. All right, I got YouTube, I got Facebook, and I don't want anybody creeping and lurking. If you're watching, say something. Let's have a dialogue, you weirdos. Don't just be hiding in the bushes. So maybe sign out and go try to fight this stupid video upload, which I'm going to try to check real quick. Hold on. Yep, still forever. Trent, how's your income as a carpenter? It has been as much work as I would want. I do the bulk of my work for local contractor. It's just ease. He throws me jobs constantly, saves me the trouble of pricing and salesmanship and having to purchase material and all that other stuff. But I could pretty much, between the work I get from him and my own work, I could be working 7 days a week, sun up to sundown right now, which is crazy state. Making money now. I don't mean that in a carpenter way. Paige, hey, what's up? It's buffering. I don't know why. I'm 8 feet from my I could probably slide closer to it and actually plug straight in. See if we can do that. This could be a disaster. Maybe you guys get a little better, beautiful view of the. Wood stove. Way over here. Jesus. No. We are. Yeah, sure. Okay. YouTube. Are we better? Is it working now? I plugged directly and I tried to bypass the router. Let me know. What's your preferred work vehicle? Thoughts on Ford Ranger as an economical truck? Trent, actually the first truck I had a million years ago was a Ford Ranger. My wife, probably girlfriend at the time, got me a toolbox for it, and the company I worked for had ladder racks that were floating around that they had pulled off an old truck, and they let me use them. So it was nice for doing what I did. And then I lived in a house at the time that did not have a garage, and it just didn't really work for me as I expanded in my skill set and the work I did. So I ended up getting a van because I didn't have a garage. So I had a full-size van, which was nice. They are hard to keep clean. It's my ideal setup with a box and a ladder rack. Yeah, I mean, it's it's whatever gets you in the game. When I first, we need to. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the fire. Yeah, there's some ambiance for you guys. When I first started, I was literally driving a 92 Chevy Lumina, and I had a tool belt in the back. And then as I progressed in what I was learning as just a helper, I got the Ford Ranger. I kind of stumbled into it through a family deal with somebody that was getting rid of it, and I was able to pick it up pretty cheap. Which then I had the ladder racks and the toolbox in. I think. I'm trying to think where I was living at the time. I was carrying a lot of tools, and I actually had an air compressor in the back, and I had it parked out on the street, not even for very long. And I got the air compressor stole out of the back, which then led me to think, I should probably move to something a little more secure, which is when I went to the full-size van. So I had like an old Chevy van. I had like it was like an 85 Ranger. And then I went to like an 86 Chevy van that I got off a guy that I worked with. He already kind of had it halfway hooked up, had some shelves in the back and stuff. So that was kind of nice. And then another thing I stumbled into was my father-in-law was getting rid of his 1-ton Dodge van. So I bought that off of him, which was kind of nice because you could tow anything, haul anything. I had a posi in the back. I actually had it set up for a little while because it was a conversion van and it actually had benches in it and a table. So while it was in relatively good shape and the AC worked, I was able to sit in there for lunch, sit at the table and eat my lunch. I'm getting messages on my phone. And now I have a full-size Dodge Ram that I can carry pretty much anything in. It's an 8-foot bed. I can carry my 16-foot pick in the back mildly successfully. I make sure I have some flags on there because the cops probably wouldn't. They could take issue with the thing hanging the good 7.5 feet out the back. But I've got a garage. I'm in a decent spot where I can park outside. It has a hard tonneau on it, so I don't have a box. I don't have racks. It's just a hard tonneau, and it's a quad cab, so I have a lot of tools. My cordless tools and stuff are all stuffed behind the seats, so I don't keep stuff outside. But then I can pull it in when I can't pull it in right now. You see it's a mess over here. But I can pull it in when I need to. The truck does fit in the garage, although I want to go to an even bigger truck, a full 4-door 8-foot bed, and that wouldn't fit in here until I put my addition on the back that way. So are you just getting into it, Trent, or thinking about it? Are you a carpenter? Are you a builder? Are you one of those guys I see at Home Depot that has a bunch of stuff loaded onto their, Ford Escort? You're just trying to make it work right now, which I get a chuckle out of it. But man, if that's what makes you money, go for it. Whatever makes you money. Money pays the bills. Paige, great story. Thank you, Paige. I think I'm a fantastic storyteller, but I'm always talking to myself. So at least there was somebody here to enjoy it. Cheers. Small-time handyman running out of a sedan. Yes! Hey, that works. I mean, if you're not rental properties on the side, I got rental properties too. I've got one sitting empty. I need to get over to. I think I told Paige that I'm going to try to make a series of working on the rental properties. I'm not really going to get into the money side of it or not, but just going in and what you have to go through to flip it and turn it over and get it ready for the next person. I haven't talked to her in a while, and I think she's changed companies, but I have a realtor that finds me my tenants. So I need to get over there and get it cleaned up, and then she will go in and check it out. Tell me if there's something that she thinks needs to be done, and then show it. And I pretty much get a premium using her, and she charges me 1 month's rent as a fee. So it's in her best interest also to get me as much as she can. So Paige, got a guy that does the stuff I can't do, and his tools are Walmart brand tools and does great work. I'm so busy. I hired him, and he does great using startup tools. Hey, it's not the tool, it's how you use it. I don't know. I've been told that a few times. Trent, I mean, he's small-time handyman running out of a sedan. He's not going to show up at your house to build you a 20 by 20 garage, I'm assuming, with lumber strapped to the roof of his car. But you know what? I build garages all day long. I'm doing a 16 by 16 right now. And if I get the material delivered, I could easily, I've done it before. When my truck's not running, I throw everything in the back of my Jeep and I drive my Jeep. You pull a little trailer and shoot, you're good to go. You can throw your ladders on it and everything. Thoughts on working for yourself versus other people? I am self-employed, although, like I said, the bulk of my work comes as subcontract work for the contractor I work for. I have been licensed in the metropolitan area that is here. I don't live there, but that's where most of the work goes. They are such a pain to keep your license, the continuing education, the tests. Blah, I quit that. I was done with it. I can do side jobs in the suburbs where you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. If it's not structural, you don't even need to pull a permit. It makes it so much easier. But I have not worked for somebody, although there's a lot expected out of me from the contractor because of years, 20 plus years I've worked for him. And like I said, he gives me the work every day. He knows what he's going to get from me. I know what is expected of me. So I work for myself, but I also have that as my cushion that I fall back on. But I love it. I said I've been running around feral too long. I don't think I could be integrated back into society at this point. I like it. If you could find a good maintenance job or something somewhere where you are working for a insurance contractor or something, doing work, go for it. If that's what you want to do. I like what I do. I can't speak for other people, I guess. Five by 8 trailer, perfect. So does he set my prices? We negotiate them every year, 2 years. He knows. He knows on some jobs, like building a garage, a standard garage is pretty much a square footage price that we've agreed on, give or take. If the roof pitch is different, if there's windows involved or a couple doors or stuff that varies, that's extras. Extras are extra. Other than that, I take on, because now I work by myself. I've been working by myself for over 2 years. My other carpenter left 3 years ago, and I've been by myself without even a helper for, I think, over 2 years now. If he sends me out for some repair stuff, just some, X amount of hours job, if he calls me and that's the one, I get sent out on it. He knows what I'm billing him. And really, I don't know. Really, if he gets me out on a job, period, that's going to take the day, it's going to be no less than $300 and probably closer to $500 to get me out there. And I'm not in a major city. Like if you follow, I'm sure a lot of you guys, I know Pages. A lot of you guys have found me, maybe watch The Handyman. And I think if you watch him enough, we all kind of figure what city he's near, but it's a major metropolitan area, and he charges what seem to be astronomical rates. But at the same time, I'm not in a place that's that big, and I get good money, and that's working for a contractor. So, but I put a lot of years in, a lot of hours, and I've done a lot of stuff on the cheap for him and bailed him out. At this point, he knows what he gets out of me, and we negotiate the prices. It's not that he sets them. He may with some of the other guys. I mean, there's many crews that work for him. I don't know all of them. I don't want to know all of them. I like to do my thing. I don't want to see the contractor. If I go a week without even talking to him, man, I'm happy. So it's a back and forth. It's not that he sets them. We negotiate things, and he knows my price. If he's going to get me out there on a day, it's going to make it worth it. Because if not, I'd be sitting in the bunker with the fire, drinking some bourbon. I mean, I had a bug. Blah! Blah! Sorry. 2424. What is the cost to the customer, his profit, and your profit? Handyman is in Portland, is my guess. I don't think Handyman is in Portland. I think Handyman's more southeast, and we're not just talking southeast of Portland. We're talking states. 2424. I've been out of the loop pricing on garages for quite a while. Just finished one. It was a 20 by 20 standard, bare bones, built to code. It had a window in it. Other than that, it was a 16-foot overhead door, 3-foot service door, 412 pitch roof. Everything was standard from there. And they were around $20,000 was the cost to the customer. That was pricing that was before the pricing of the lumber is gone. Just out of control. It's what did I hear? I wish I've said it a few times. I wish I would have wrote it down. 6 or 8 months ago, kind of at the outset of this, I think material was about $450 a board foot, and now it is about $1,000. Excuse me, $450 per 1,000 board feet. Now it's about $1,000 per 1,000 board feet. So it is more than doubled. So this one they were priced in a while ago. A 2424 cost to the customer, I'd say probably where I'm at, $26,000 standard. If I build it, shingle it, side it, I'm bringing in 20. Oh man, let me do the math real quick. 28. I'm bringing in 2,800 on that probably, and contractor's probably doubling that, 56. Everything else goes to the lumber yard and to the concrete guy. Concrete's crazy too, but yeah, lumber's doubled. Yeah, just started a job today, building basically a shed, a very small garage for a customer. It's a 16 by 16, but we were talking. He actually used to sell for, one of the 3-season room places, wall side windows or something like that. So he had half an idea about material and stuff, and we were saying that he was like, I bought 3/4 OSB and it was $12, and now they're telling me it's 17. And I was like, 7/16 OSB is 26. $26. And studs are about $8. Pre-cut stud, $8. Which is nuts. It's like harking back to the good old days, man. It's crazy. Brent, that's too much. No wonder you have such a nice garage. Brent, don't be jealous. I've seen your shop, buddy. That's way nicer than this joint. I just got this is a little dump, man. Come on, who's got a bunker with a giant 9-foot, 16 by 9-foot door on the front? It's not very defensible, but I do have that. That is my pride and joy right there. Cost me an arm and a leg, but so take that, Brent. You know I'm showing up around here talking trash. No, that's fine. I just like to talk. Sounds like the contractor's bidding the job, doing the work, and making twice what you make. Yeah, he is, Trent, but he's got the overhead. He's the one advertising. He's doing all the legwork. He's having all the prints drawn up. He's pulling the permits, so he's got the cost of the permits. He's got all that. He's got all this, and yeah, I've done garages on my own, and you know, you can bump that up because you can eliminate somebody, so you can kind of take half of what they would make and still drive the price down. But at the same time, man, I go into the shop, I get handed a pack of money, and I'm off to the races. I don't want to do that. I don't care to do that. Not right now. I still got a little swing left in these joints. I'm gonna burn it out and just go out and make some money being the physical labor. Natural gas? Yeah, Brent. There's natural gas. I've got it to the house. I actually have up in the attic of this garage. I have a mildly used furnace that I got a hold of. But it's been sitting up there for years. I've never ran the gas line back to here. I run my little electric garage furnace up there, and now I've got this. And I'm a framer, Brent, man. I get free wood. I throw cutoffs in there all day long. I'll just incinerate stuff and warm it up out here. Plus, it's cozy. Who wants to sit next to a furnace? No one pours a bourbon and sit next to a furnace. Is that what they do in Canada? I jest. I kid. I get that. It's a smooth operation and it's worth it. Yes, Trent, it is. And honestly, I turn down work on my own right now. And I know I tell myself that I should take the work and I should work weekends and I should work forever. But I will tell you what, I'm 45 years old now, and I'll tell myself I'll leave a job when there's still work to do and the weather's decent. And I'll hop in the truck thinking, man, you should stay and work. And then I'll have a 15-minute drive home. I mean, not even a long drive. I mean, I have some long drives sometimes. 15-minute drive home. By the time I get out of my truck, I jumped out the one time, the neighbor looks at me and goes, man, that looks like an old man. I was like, you ain't kidding. And that's what reminds me why I don't work all day long and I don't work weekends. Although I have worked the last 2 or 3 weekends. A couple weekends ago, kind of got the band back together as a carpenter that I worked with. And I doubt he'll see this, but he got a job. We threw there was a porch on a house and we threw a roof over it. 4 posts, gable roof, sided it all up. He sided it. We got it all framed up and got it I actually shingled it while he was starting the siding, and then I dipped out on him. It was my birthday. Why am I working around my birthday? My kid was coming in back from college. We were going out to dinner. Get out of here. I don't need to be working. Oh, what we got here? Two subfloor jobs last week. Each was $500 a day. Rotten subfloor jobs have been good money maker. You can, yeah, Trent, you can make some money doing those in sill plates. Get underneath. You're down in a crawl space. You know, you got a 9-inch Sawzall blade, and you're cutting out 4-foot sections of sill plate and bashing new sill plate in, and then sistering on some floor joists. There is money to be made. There is no doubt about that. There's right now, there's just money to be made. I mean, I've said a million. I've said a million, and I'm gonna fly off on a tangent here. I've said before, and I've got friends that are attorneys, and they hate their jobs. But I was just on Facebook chatting with one of them. I know he doesn't like his job. And a couple of the others, they probably won't see this anyway because they're too busy being attorneys to watch YouTube. But, you know, my generation, and I don't know how old you are, Trent, but, you know, my generation, the Gen X, was like, you got to go to school, you got to go to school, you got to go to school. And all these people went to school. And they all got jobs that they hate. And there's me and a bulk of my friends that got into the trades. Either, you know, full-blown apprenticeships through the union, through the hall, all that stuff, or just like me, just catching on with somebody and learning, swinging a hammer and stuff. I enjoy the work, and there is money to be made. And I said it a while ago, I'm too feral to be caged at this point. I could have never ended up in a office. Could I have made more money, had a better 401k? Probably, but I'd be miserable. So you can't beat it. I'd rather be doing a subfloor. I did a sister job on a cracked floor choice last week as well. I charged $50 for that one. Money to be made. 24, North Carolina. There you go, man. 24. You're just getting going. You're making good money, and I don't know where you're at. I mean, you could be smack in the middle of Charlotte, or you could be out in the backwoods of North Carolina, where I'm sure money goes a lot farther around there. But hey, man, stick with it. Find what you like to do and do it. Don't listen to anybody else. Brent, like you, YouTube personality. Brent, you're the only YouTube personality around here. I'm just an idiot with 800 subscribers sitting in his bunker talking to himself practically. Coast. Trent, you're on the coast, so you probably a little more cost of living there. Have you watched Perkins Builder Brothers on YouTube here? Great channel. They're near Asheville, which caught my attention because I've been wanting to travel to Asheville. I'd like to get down there this year, barring, you know, Civil War kicking off in a week, which would suck. But that's a whole different topic. That's the topic of actually the video I'm trying to upload right now. Not that that's the topic, but never mind. Anyway, yeah, North Carolina along the coast is probably a little bit of a cost of living there, though. But then you can charge more. I am the streamer, Brent. I don't know if it's a sign of confidence or desperation, but I am live streaming from the bunker with a wood stove. I got a wood stove. I'm gonna throw some more wood in there. Woo-woo! I mean, I got a wood stove. I've got an Ethernet cable. I've got bourbon. And I've got 1.5 of you people hanging out. That's all that matters. And I got a laser thermometer. I should probably take that. Hold on. Got a magnet on the flute pipe. Civil War, what's going on here? We got an election coming up, man. Come on, you guys are in Canada. You don't have anything going on up there. Don't you just have U.S. news to watch? You guys are all locked down. You got Justin Trudeau running around like Gavin Newsom out in California. I just did throw a couple 2x in there. See that tote right there? That's all rafter cutoffs, right? Oh man, you're too classy. You're too classy. We just incinerate kiln dried pine around here. Brent, come on. Do you think the people pick the president or the Electoral College? Well, the people choose for the state, and then the state sends the electors. So then the Electoral College, I think that's all going to blow up this time, honestly. It doesn't matter who wins the Electoral College. I think for sure that Biden's going to win the popular vote, and then they're going to scream and yell that we're a democracy and it should be a popular vote, which I completely disagree with. I'm not a big fan of the government one way or the other, and I think they did a pretty good job setting this thing up. And unfortunately, over the course of my lifetime, we've drifted away from playing by the rules. It's kind of like basketball now. Like when I was a kid, basketball was pretty straightforward. Now they're all carrying and traveling, and it's like they don't even listen to the rules anymore. Now it's just gotten weird. And I think that's what we have as a country. Brent. Couple more bourbons, Brent. There might be a political rant. I always say I don't talk politics. Politics is choosing a team. I ain't got a team. I want the freedom to go do floor joist repairs and build garages and be left alone. That's it. Worry about my house, not the White House. Exactly. That's exactly it. Exactly what I was just saying. Want to do floor joist repairs, build garages, maybe go do a roof on the weekend. No, I don't do that anymore. Oh my God, I've done enough roofs in my life. Yeah, that's all I want to worry about. My house. I got a kid just headed off to college. I got one in high school. My wife works. I work. That's all I want to do. Let's go pay my mortgage. Take care of my rentals. If you are in a place where you have some actual, what do I want to call it? Yeah, anyway. If you're an actual place where property moves up in value, it's great to have some rentals. I'm in a spot where everything's been stagnant since 2008, and it sucks because I can't get out of them, so I have to continue to rent them and rent them and rent them and rent them, just trying to pay the mortgages down. It's brutal. roofing seems to be big money. It's not a luxury repair. It's a necessity. It is. And there is money to be made. And I've done that a lot when we had a crew. We would round extra guys up and we would head out on the weekends and, Friday night through Sunday night, knock a roof out on the weekends and, man, make money. But I said, man, I'm 45 years old. And you see this? That's pretty gray in the beard there. I don't want to play that game anymore. There's money in it. You're only 24, Trent. Do it. Go do it. Hopefully they don't put any tariffs on your 2x. You'll freeze. We don't get Chinese 2x's. We only get them from y'all up there. So just keep cranking them out. Keep sending us your lumber. We'll keep building with it. We build and who you got up there? Where's he at? Where's the crazy framer at, Brent? I know you watch the crazy framer. I know you do. You have to. You Canadians you all hang out together, don't you? My house has doubled in price last 5 years. Big housing bubble around here. Yeah, well, housing bubbles aren't great unless you get out right now. Move now. You think that Joe has the mental faculties? No, in the fact that we have 330 million people in this country, and these are the two best people that they could find to run. I'm not buying that. And Joe's not going to be in control of anything. It's the powers that be that are going to be running the show, and Joe's just going to play along with it because Joe's just trying to make sure he keeps all that wealth for his family. So, and I don't want to sound cynical or conspiratorial, but man, come on, man, as he would say. He's an old school politician. He's been in politics longer than I've been alive. The guy, there's graft everywhere. He's pulling in money, and he wants to cover that. So he's just going to do whatever they tell him to do. Edmonton, Calgary, Alberta, somewhere. Aren't those all the same place? I mean, it's all north of Michigan. I don't know. No, I think Crazy Framer's in Alberta. You're trying to get something out of me here, Brett. I'm not gonna rant. I'm not deep enough into this bottle. And if we had 20 people show up here and start yapping, then I might. But it's just you and me and Trent. And I'm trying to get Trent out there making some money because when I get ready to retire somewhere down south, I'm going to go work for Trent. Vehicle maintenance affect your biz? Well, it does and it doesn't. I have not had. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My family has 5 vehicles on the road right now. And, 4 vehicles on the road, a 5th vehicle to drive. We have 5 vehicles. I have not had a payment in 3 years on any vehicle. My truck is an 01. I bought it used, but I'm in my 12th year of driving it. It's a Dodge Ram, and it's been okay outside of some transmission problems. I do every repair I can myself, and I am lucky, knock on wood, that my father-in-law is a certified mechanic, and he was a engineer for Chrysler. He's got a gigantic garage. He's got a lift. He's got computers. He's got everything. So vehicle maintenance is nothing but a blip on the radar. Fix things that need to be fixed, and I keep moving. And like I said, I've got 2 Jeeps, Cherokees, and a couple trailers. And if need be, I will throw stuff on a trailer, throw stuff in the back of the Cherokee, and head out to a job. So vehicle maintenance is not an issue. If you don't do the work yourself, having a reliable, dependable vehicle definitely helps, because if you're down for a day, like you said, if you're missing out on $500 plus you're dropping $1,500 to fix something, I mean, that's a $2,000 swing in 24 hours like that. So, and now I have the hiccups. Edmonton and Calgary are cities in Alberta. I don't get that, Brent. Is that even English? I don't even know what you're talking about. Where's Niagara Falls? I thought you all lived in Niagara Falls. Isn't that Canada or Newfoundland? Don't you live in don't you live in? Aren't you in igloos? Don't you all live in igloos? You got good Wi-Fi for an igloo. Good run of about 10 months where nothing is broken. That's pretty damn good, Trent. I actually pulled, it was a Friday a few months ago. I literally pulled into the contractor's shop. I don't even know I was there. Settling up a bill. Maybe I wrapped up a job. I was going in to get a bill or swap out some tools or material or something like that. And I went to go start my truck, and it wouldn't start. And I ethered it, and it would start, and then it didn't run. So I was like, I think I got a bad fuel pump. So I called AAA. AAA came to load me up. Actually had them tow me to my father-in-law's. And to make it easier, because of the current pandemic situation, you couldn't even ride in the tow truck with them. Luckily, the contractor has 2 vehicles. He has a truck he keeps at the shop, then he drives in to drive that truck for the day. So he's like, oh, just take the other truck. So I took the other truck, drove up to my father-in-law's. We unloaded the thing, rolled it right off the bed of the AAA truck, right into the lift bay in his garage. Diagnosed it. I drove the contractor's truck back to the shop. My wife picked me up. Saturday morning, I had a fuel pump, was up at my in-laws, had the fuel pump in, ate lunch, enjoyed a couple beverages, and shot the crap with him in the garage and headed home. So I say I always get lucky, it seems, when things go awry for me vehicular wise. But I'm due for a glorious stranded 5 states away in a vehicle. It's bound to happen at some point because I just keep pushing it. Good run. Thank you, brother. I've learned so much from this. By faith alone. Well, thank you. I didn't even, you threw me a thumbs up, and now you've just been lurking. If you got a question, throw it out there. I mean, we got some people here we got some actual carpenters in the feed here. Maybe they'll give you more better information than I ever could. That's probably for sure. Sleepy Joe said he would get everyone a new work truck if he gets in. Man, seriously, Brent? I didn't even hear that part. Dang, I should have watched the debate last night. Shoot, I went to sleep. A new work truck. Chinese work truck. It's a Chinese hybrid. Is probably what it's gonna be. Ukrainian. Sleepy Joe is handing out Ukrainian work trucks. It's gonna be awesome. You have natural gas. You have natural gas in your igloos. You have natural gas that runs your Wi-Fi. I'm not. Trent, so you've got good mechanical connections. Yes, and it's crazy because a million years ago, I wasn't just an idiot that worked a couple construction jobs and worked for pizza places. And that was really where the money was for me, was working pizza places, because I had just worked fast food since high school. But I liked carpentry and was working on getting into it and bounced around, and then finally hooked up with a good contractor and stuck with it for quite a while. Quit all the other jobs and just did that. But I was still just an idiot who had always just kind of bought a car, and if the car broke, I'd pay somebody to fix it, and I didn't have any money to do that. So I'm running up credit cards. And my girlfriend at the time was like, well, my dad's a mechanic, so he helped me a couple times on things reluctantly, because I'm sure he hated me because I was just an idiot boyfriend. But as time went on, I learned so much from him. It's just the attacking things and figuring it out and going head on into a problem and solving it. I mean, he's a mechanic, he's certified mechanic, full blown, all the certifications. He'd been doing it since he was like 16. Certified mechanic, engineer for Chrysler. I mean, the guy was, he was, I don't want to say a bigwig, but he was important to them. They went on hot trips to test things out in Death Valley, cold trips up north where Brent lives, where, you know, the caribou run loose through the streets in the winter. He was in Egypt. He's done everything. He has done everything. And he does everything himself. And this actually, learning from him over the last 20 years is what spurred me to even start this YouTube channel, because it got me to the point where I just like to do things on my own to the extent that I can. And yes, I got a mechanical hookup. So when it really comes down to it and I need a lift or something, I mean, he's got a big garage. He's got all the tools. He's got everything. I mean, he's got a tire changer, tire balancer, all that stuff. So yeah, I've got the hookup, but my hookup is what has pushed me to try to handle things here. I worked on my own transmission in here. It was middle of January. It was like 5 degrees outside. I didn't even have any of this heat, anything. And I worked on it in here. So that is my plan, to blow this back wall out and put a whole rear bay in with a lift. But I have 2 kids to get through school. I have 2 rentals I need to pay off and a house I need to pay off, and probably 17 more vehicles I need to buy, because I think I did a video where I was changing oil in my Jeep or something, and I've got cumulative 850,000 miles on my vehicles, I think. Oh yeah, I don't drive new nice stuff. Natural gas in my igloo. We don't need to burn 2-bys. Well, you know, Brent, why do you have to show up here showing off? You know, we don't all have natural gas in our igloos. I mean, you just come strutting in here like a peacock with your feathers fluffed up everywhere. You don't have to burn 2-by. Did you even call it 2-by up there? Isn't it metric? Do you guys have bourbon in Canada? That's the question. Trenton, North Carolina, there's bourbon floating around down there. I know that. But do you have bourbon in Canada? Or do you just have Molson? And, oh God, what's that horrible Canadian whiskey? Black Velvet? Is that it? Is that Canadian whiskey? Blah. Blah. They still play reruns of the Great White North up there. Favorite framing nailer? I don't have one yet. BRB, Trent. Pass load. This one's been welded. I think best bang for the buck right here. They, well, you can break them, but they are pretty bulletproof. You can pick them up at Menards. Oh crap! I got stuff all over my good jeans. Gosh, love it. Fantastic guns. They make actually a smaller one that'll hold. This will hold like 2 pass load sticks. The smaller one holds like 1, and I think might even be a smaller head, but it's more compact. I've thought about buying one, but I work by myself now, and I got 2 guns. I only got 2 hands, so what the hell am I going to do with a third one? So. Inches and feet, kilometers for the road, and C for temp. C must stand for Canadian. Crown Royal Canadian Club, Canadian Labatt Blue. I got a bunch of Labatt Light. Is it Labatt Light? I got a bunch of Labatt in my refrigerator. My neighbor came over, the same neighbor that gave me he had some chunks of 4x4. He wanted to lift the table off the ground, and he had them all marked out. It was like some kind of claw foot. I don't even want to know what was going on in his house, but I routed them out for him. These 4x4s, so this claw foot table would sit in them, so he could lift it off the ground. And he's like, "Oh, I owe you," and I was like, "Whatever, man. I don't care." And I went back, went in the house, whatever, at dinner or whatever. Came back out, and there was 6 or 12 pack of Labatt sitting by my door, and it's still sitting in the fridge. I've got some IPAs in there, and I've got some Guinness. That's my go-to. I mean, Labatt's okay. Molson Golden was up at where were we? We were at one of the casinos in Windsor, and I think it was Molson Golden. We thought it was the greatest thing ever. It's just a beer. It's just a beer. The drinking Labatt's blue. And Brent, if you're drinking Labatt right now, cheers, sir. Some good Kentucky bourbon to go with your Canadian beer. What event is most likely that is going to make you bug out? Trent, I have no intention of bugging out. I've discussed it with my wife. If it comes to the point of having to bug out, then all bets are off at that point. I mean, then I'm out here. I'm out here rounding up camping gear, I guess. But she works for the police department of the premier level 1 trauma hospital, dead center of the city here. So if stuff gets weird and SHTF, she's probably still got to go to work. At the beginning of this whole outbreak, she had a bag packed with her to take to work in case she got stuck, which luckily never happened. She works some long hours, but she was never stuck overnight. But I have no intention of bugging out. That being said, my off-road Jeep Cherokee, which is parked outside right now, I try to keep it inside, but it just hasn't been lately. Over this weekend and the next few days that I have decent weather, I'm gassing it up. I'm topping off the leaky fluids. I'm making sure the thing runs, and I'm ready to load it up and leave if need be. I usually keep all my vehicles gassed up as much as I can. At the same time, I say that my truck's on E, which is 35 gallons, and that's a waste to not have that thing full. But no, I have no intention to bug out. I don't know where I'm going to go. I mean, I don't know if Brent's maybe got a spare bedroom. I could head his way. I don't know. Rye whiskey, rye and ginger, rye and water. Blue Light, blue is cheap beer here, like Busch. And Brent, I used to drink Busch without any problem. I mean, it's a Anheuser-Busch product. It's not that bad. But I've since where I'm at, there's been a few breweries that have popped up, and man, I'll tell you what, me and all my friends that used to just drink whatever we could get our hands on are beer snobs now. I'm telling you, man, it's bourbon or like the IPA of the day. I should almost kick my own butt for being like that. Border's closed. Dude, I have a Jeep. I will get through that border. What's your favorite siding product? An asphalt shingle versus metal roof? I haven't done a lot of metal roofs outside of just metal pole barns. And that's just I've done them from Menards, and the bulk of stuff we get is from Carter Lumber. So the metal, I know Menards tends to use a thinner gauge metal. Metal's metal. I'm not a huge fan of it. It serves its purpose. Siding product, I don't really know. I hang siding, but I'm not like a connoisseur of it. I know one I just did was a big, like thick double 4.5. And seemed nice, but it was kind of unwieldy at the same time. It was kind of hard to work with. Asphalt, I'm sort of up here, Midwest, North Coast, as some of us say. And Owens Corning is it around here. Hands down. It's the only stuff I'll work with. If I do something for the contractor and it's a different shingle to match something existing. Other than that, any of the roof that we've done on our own, always sold Owens. Owens is the only way to go. That's what I've got on my house. What I got on the bunker here. Not that my bunker has a roof because I'm like 50 feet underground. But all the houses, my rentals, houses I've flipped. Yeah, I think all Owens. Don't like metal. I mean, metal has its place, but you build a wall? Brent, did you build a wall? Did Mexico pay for it? Oh my goodness, the Canadians built a wall and Mexico paid for it. This is crazy. We skipped right over the middleman. Like literally, right over him. Brent, I told you if you ever came down this way, we'd go to a ball game and I'd buy you a beer, but now I don't know about that. With your closed borders and your walls built and your ginger rye whiskeys and your blue lights. Man, you guys are snobby. I didn't even really realize that. I always thought you guys were polite. Have you ever watched, Brent, have you ever watched Steve Wallace, the dude that does the camping? Fantastic channel. I was so disappointed when he didn't upload last night. He's great. He's my favorite Canadian. No, who are we kidding? William Shatner. William Shatner is my favorite Canadian. I mean, without a doubt. Oh, I got messages on my phone. One day we got a few IPAs. You guys actually have IPAs up there? What? You got 2 weeks off. I thought you were just telling me that you were working your butt off up there. And now you're telling me you got 2 weeks off? Jim Carrey. Oh, Jim Carrey's a douche. I mean, he's got some funny movies and stuff, but holy crap, he keeps wading into politics down here, and I'm so sick of anybody who ends up on a television having a freaking opinion about how I'm supposed to live my life. What are your goals for paying off mortgages? Trent, oh man, I'm kind of torn. My one rental is sitting empty right now, and I wanted to sell it, but it's the way the financing on my rentals have gone. This one carries the other. It just because the other one's a high interest rate. This one's low. It brings in a lot of money, so it covers everything. So everything's being paid for, but only when they're working in tandem. I wanted to sell the one that's empty right now. I could not make enough money to dump on the other one. So I'm going to keep hammering away at it. It's, kind of the Dave Ramsey theory that if I'm going to pay a mortgage down, it's going to be my house, which is the one that's being paid off at the fastest clip. I got a kid who's a freshman in high school. I figured 2 years ago, I was going to be out of everything in 10 years. So that would put her through college. And if I just stand pat on all my houses, mortgages should all be paid off, which, financially just completely changes the ball game, almost to the point where I don't have to work. If I could get people to actually subscribe to my YouTube channel, then maybe I could make a couple bucks there. But I just checked on my phone on YouTube Studio, and I think I lost a subscriber. Like, this live stream sucks so bad, it turned somebody off and they left. But you know what? I don't want them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I digress. Steve Wallace has taken 2 weeks off. Well, he just posted yesterday that he had a headache. He had a 2-week headache? Why do you keep saying, oh, here we go? Oh, man. This is fun. There's just 3 of us hanging out here. But, it's cool. I dig it. Yeah, Trent. I was saying that. I was saying that earlier. I had said to Paige, I don't think Paige is around here anymore because she'd probably be chatting. I intend on making a series. It's another tangent, but it's tangentially makes sense. In roughly the same neighborhood, I have a friend who has rentals. Literally yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. He had one burn. They think it's arson. They think it was the lady's ex-husband that climbed in through a window, set fire to the place, and then climbed out another window. Anyway, she doesn't have any place to stay. So he asked me, and I said, you know, my vacant place at the moment is livable. I haven't been in there to clean or paint, clean the carpet, anything, but it, you know, we can get him there. I mean, unless I get a call from him tomorrow saying, hey, they want to move in. That is my intention, is to make kind of a series of what you got to do to get a rental going. And I get caught up sometimes trying to always improve the property in between tenants. I'm trying to get away from that and just move it. This one's been done. I mean, I have remodeled the kitchen, remodeled the bathroom. It's been recarpeted a couple times. And this thing is pretty much ready to just be cleaned and flipped. But yeah, Trent, that's an intention for that's my intention for some videos coming up. I think it was Canadian that unsubbed. I mean, there's the whole exchange rate and the metric thing, Brent. So you got to have like 3 Canadians to get 1 American sub. I'm not sure how that works. I don't know. Maybe it's 4 to 1. I don't know. You're the Canadian. You tell me how it is. What's the rental rate on that one? I'm actually, I was pulling in $1,000 a month. Not counting insurance, taxes, and water, my payment was $400. So, I mean, if you include everything, which high end, and I know it wasn't high end, $650 a month in payment out, bringing in $1,000 a month. I mean, can't beat that, and they're paying off my mortgage. So, it's, you know, I mean, if you've got rentals, you know, I mean, there's upside and there's downside. And I said when I first got into it, that house was my original house that we lived in. So we moved. We bought where we're at now, out in the middle of nowhere, underground, where no one can find us. And we rented that place out, and we were just floating it for a while. And I finally kind of put some money into it and got it cleaned up and presentable, and started getting premium money out of it. But, I mean, I was thinking, man, I can just do the work myself. I don't want to do the work myself. I would rather go 40, 50 hours a week and work on someone else's rental and then pay somebody to work on mine, because I just don't want to do it. You know, they say the cobbler's son goes shoeless because he just don't want to come home and make the damn shoes again. It's frustrating. My brother-in-law's got a bunch of them, and he was at our house, a holiday or something. He and I were hanging out. He was actually text messaging with his guy that takes care of his rentals. And I said, man, I need a guy. He looks at me and goes, you are the guy. I was like, I don't want to be the guy. Don't want to be the guy. You know, it's funny that our siding crew at work, they get weird and they quit. It's a guy and his kid. And they quit occasionally. And the funny thing is that I'm picking up their siding work, and I'm making killer money. But then if I need siding done, I'm calling him. So I'll do it here, but then pay him there. And it's the same way with the rentals. If I could just find somebody that would come and do it. I don't care. I've done roofs on them. I've paid my crew to do them. I've paid guys to we'd take a week off from work to actually just focus on the rental. Blah. I don't want to do it. I don't want to bother with it. Low debt approach. $300,000 value with $68,000 debt currently. Trent, you're killing it right there. That's like you're like the Dave Ramsey method right there, and that is that's it, man. If you can, I don't even know what to say. You're in a completely different market than I am. $300,000. I'm gonna guess $300,000 houses for you is pretty standard. $300,000 houses around here are top of the line houses. I mean, you are out in the out part of the suburbs. How hot's my fire? $234. $300,000, $68,000. 2 condos and 1 house. Oh, well, shoot. That's even better because that gives you some leeway. You're not all tied up in one. Yeah, that's. Oh, man, that would be. If I could be that afloat on 3 properties, but I'm underwater. Man, it is. That. Give me 2 seconds here. Guys, I want to see if my video actually ever finished uploading. Hey, it did. That was supposed to be video for tonight before the live stream. We'll try this again tomorrow. But my daughter, Sunday, is being confirmed at our church. So I can't be up drinking all night when I got to go to church next night. Can't find anything in my town for under 300,000. My town, 400,000 Canadian. Maybe a studio apartment for 300,000. Oh, dude, you gotta move. Your igloos are just gotten out of whack, man. I mean, I know you have natural gas and obviously built-in Labatt Blue coolers, but seriously, free healthcare. What's your tax rate? Wait, should I say it this way? Free healthcare? Oh boy, here we go. Your tax rate is cash? Man, I'm going to turn you in. I'm calling Justin Trudeau. Look him up right now. Oh, what's his phone number here? Okay. Where we go? Can't just find his phone number. Oh, I can't find his phone number, but there he is. Oh, that's funny. Oh, man. Kill me. I hate people. Except you guys. Trent and Brent. Trent and Brent and me. Yeah. I don't often divulge my name. So it's Trent and Brent and me. We're like a trio. We're like the Beastie Boys. That's probably too young for Trent, and I don't think the Beastie Boys have made it that far north of the border yet for Brent. So neither of you probably know what's going on. It's tough having an embarrassing federal leader. Really? I've had one for one, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to say our last 5 federal leaders have been embarrassing. Oh, I get into it with the local leaders around here. They don't like me. I have Facebook exchanges and whatnot with them. I was one of our local city council members had actually recruited me into part of the county political party years ago, and I have since gone savagely and rabidly anarchist, and he and I battle a little bit. We're friends, I guess, but I tell him how wrong he is now. But that's not what we were talking about. What were we talking about? We were talking about my awesome wood stove. Antifa? Are you Antifa, Brent? I have to disavow you. Ain't no Antifa around here. You know, technically, I'm anti-fascist, anti-socialist, anti-communist, anti-Marxist. Do all lives matter to you or black ones? Trent, that sounds like a trick question. I'm going to say, Trent, as a Christian, all lives matter equally. I understand the Black Lives. I don't know where I'm going. I understand the Black Lives Matter sentiment, but the organization is Marxist. Blatantly Marxist. You ain't getting no play around here being a Marxist. You just GTFO. Brent, bro, burning 2x. We burn 2x, okay? We're freaking Americans. We burn 2x. Oh, here we go. I gotta throw a couple more 2x on the fire. Oh, they're all burned up. I burn 2x and then I scoop out the ashes and I throw them in my garden. Then I turn them into tomatoes and I eat them. Three people are here. Yeah, there are. Yeah, there's 3 people here. Now there's 4 people here. So there's you 2 and 2 other people that are lurking. I bet you they're feds. Yes, there's probably the feds. They're following me. Probably. It's probably Hunter Biden. Throw some MDF on there. Maybe some. Yeah, I ain't going to burn any pressure. I'd burn MDF. I think I started that with some OSB. OSB burns pretty good. What's my YouTube growth plan? I don't have one, Trent. This channel is a total cluster. It is all over the place. The bulk of my views come from the building videos. Although I've got a couple like car repair videos that have done pretty well also. It's been almost 2 years, and I've just been throwing videos up and throwing videos up and throwing videos up. The difficult thing is like I've said, I do the bulk of my work for the contractor, and very strangely, the last year or so, it seems like everybody I work for is home all the time, and I just don't like doing video with people. So I have some of the one of the last ones, the shed I built, it's 10 by 20 or something. I don't know what it is. I just set the camera up on the tailgate of my truck, got video, and actually the little building a small addition. There was a 3-day job that I did, and I put it up in 3 parts, and that actually gets some decent views. I don't know what I want to do. Actually, the video that is literally just got done uploaded is more of a prepping video. Because it's, like I said, this is a DIY channel, sort of / homesteading, sort of, just figuring stuff out on your own. And I felt compelled to do a little bit of a prepper video, and maybe I'll turn into a series if people watch it. I don't know. It'll be up tomorrow. Maybe I'll go live again tomorrow. Who knows? 3 people are in here. Yep, we're back down to 3 too. YouTube growth plan. I answered that. I have none. I have no idea. Hear a lot of YouTubers say that you gotta stay consistent to get traction, like 2 a week. I've been at, and it hasn't. I aimed for 1 a week, and it was not that, but it goes in spurts. Brent probably understand this one. You just you throw some videos up, and then you just go a long time where you're not making videos. And I think I finally hit 100 videos, and I'm coming up on 2 years, so I'm averaging about 1 a week. I would like to get around 2, but I'm still trying to nail down some kind of consistency. I plan on having a little more consistency when the weather shifts. I'm not outside doing work as much. I can do more stuff in here. I got some plans for in here. I've got over my shoulder right there, that panel, it's backwards, but that is the panel that's going to go to the back of my liquor cabinet, my whiskey cabinet I want to make, with the top of a Dutch door that I pulled off a job. So consistency, and I don't know. I got to figure out what the hell I'm doing with this channel. So Scott Brown Carpentry. I think I've seen Scott Brown, but I don't subscribe. Go live again tomorrow. Sorry, I'm busy. I didn't want you to show up anyway. I don't even know how the hell this feed got across the border. I thought there was a wall. Quality over quantity. Life gets in the way. Make videos when you can. Yeah. It's quality and quantity. I finally do have a microphone. The video I just did and that just uploaded, I just did it this evening. I have a microphone. And I'm on my new computer, which is moving at a lot quicker clip than my old one. So if I can get the computer out of the way, I like to work on them Saturday mornings. And I would start like 6:15 working on a video, and it's 7:45, and I still haven't got nothing done because I'm fighting my computer the whole time. Get out of here. I don't even want to mess with that. YouTube is absolutely a grind. Brent knows it, but he got monetized. That's the key. I've realized you look at subscribers, and you look at subscribers and you look at subscribers, it doesn't really matter. Just get your 1,000 subscribers, get your watch time in. And if you make evergreen content, which Brent has done a lot of, people can search that for a million years, and he can pull money off that for ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Never. My channel, admittedly, bounces all over the place. It's a mess. But it's a, if I was more established, I guess it could make sense. Like Wrangler Star. I don't know if you ever watch Wrangler Star. Cody's, homesteading, and, he does woodworking and knife sharpening and coal forge and working on a vehicle and dirt biking, and he does everything. But he's worth watching because he is interesting to watch. It's actually why I like the live streams better than doing videos, because I like actually interacting with people. Although I don't like people. It's quite the conundrum. Depends on the type of videos you want to do. Vlog style, you have upload all. Why did I just get an email? What the hell? Get out of here. Vlog style, you have to upload all the time. How to, you need to make videos people search for. Exactly. Yes. Evergreen. Yes. See, Brent, we're all on the same page here. Watch a lot of those off-grid channels, but they get boring. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I do like Cody at Wrangler Star. I know they say, like, on YouTube, they're like, oh, you got to niche down and get down to, like, how-to channel of how to drive 3¼ inch spikes in 2x6s. Only do that and everybody will show up. That's no fun. I like to do what I do. And if people show up, people show up. And sometimes you sit out in the shop with a whiskey and you talk to two guys. And that's okay. I think this is how the handyman started his live streams. Then he started turning it into 9-hour marathon live streams. I'd see his live streams when I woke up in the morning. Those were fun. But I like interacting with people. I like asking questions and answering questions. I like people answering my questions on some of my videos, some of my projects where they actually give me advice, which is another thing that I wanted to start this channel for, so we could all kind of work together. Little of everything, interior, residential. Brent, I got to retile a shower. You should come do it for me. Oh, you could come tile my shower, Brent, but you have to get over the wall. Sorry. Insulate my garage. Look, I have insulation along the eave. So I have there's no airflow going to the ceiling or out of the ceiling. And I have a chandelier. Come on, man. Come on, man. Subbing out tile. That's the one thing I haven't touched tile. Have not done any. And I'd love to insulate my garage, but it costs money. Oh, that tile on his Instagram. Was it that shower? Was that? Oh, now I got to look. I don't know how to work Instagram, though. It was the shower you tiled, wasn't it? Yeah. It was the last post you had, I think. Badass. Come tile my shower, Brent. I will give you all the Labatt Blue you want. Might even treat you to an actual bourbon. This fire's raging. Pay you in U.S. dollars? I'll pay you in U.S. dollars on the exchange rate. You go get 4,000 Canadian dollars for a job. I'm not paying you 4,000 American dollars. That's like $70. That's why we used to always go to Canada to drink and gamble, because you go up there with like $7 and party all night. And man, I was going to say something awesome. Now I forgot. Forgot what it was. Oh, I was talking about the insulation. Brent's always busting my balls about insulating my garage. I'm going to start a GoFundMe. Oh, I should do that. I'm going to start a GoFundMe for garage insulation. My wife last year got me a gift certificate for $50 to pay for insulation for the garage. So that ain't going to cut it. That $50 went towards a new faucet for our kitchen. Don't tell her that, though. Oh, anyway. Still 3 people here. Do I count as the third? Or is there somebody lurking? If there's somebody lurking, say something. Go there to party cheap beer. To Windsor? Isn't Labatt cheap everywhere? I mean, it's Labatt, dude. You go there to party. What are you, 19? I know you're not 19. Who parties? Nobody parties. Uh-oh. Argument on Facebook about Skyline Chili. Not a fan. You go to USA. Cheap beer in the U.S.? Because you drink cheap beer. You got to drink some good beer. Put-in-Bay. Put-in-Bay is where you go for the cheap beer and the cheap girls. Cheap women. Cheap 65-year-old women. What jobs you have lined up next week? Trent, if you're talking to me, detached garage. What's up? What is going on? I'm in my detached garage. Check it out. Look, my detached garage has a wood stove. Okay, get back to that. Trent, jobs you got lined up for next week. Next week, I started today a 16 by 16 garage / shed. It's really a shed. It's actually in a mobile home park. the guy wanted a shed to do projects and stuff in, and putting a full 8-foot overhead door on. He thinks he's going to be able to pull his car in. I didn't look. I don't think he was driving a Fiat, so I don't think it's going to fit. But yeah, buddy. Who does the garage door install? We've got a couple local. It's funny, over a few years, the contractor would play them against each other, and they'd each come down $10. I swear it got to the point where one of them was paying him to put the doors in. But yeah, we've actually got probably 4 local door companies. One I've used a few times, but detached garage. I'm drawing a blank here. Sean, right? Sean? Detached garage? I feel like an idiot now. Yes, sir, Sean. Okay. So you building yet there, Sean? I gotta say, I'm invested in your deal with this building the garage. I know when you started this channel that you thought that you were going to be knocking it out a hell of a lot quicker than you are right now. Sean. This is fun to watch. Sean, hurry up with that garage. Land sale completed. Yes, I saw I like the champagne. The champagne. It looked like you just won a Formula One race. You haven't even had all the camera angles. You had every phone and every camera you own filming that. That was awesome. A bigger bottle. Where do you get those? I mean, that's like the obscenely large champagne bottle store. Had to borrow my wife's phone. Yeah, it's all good. That was cool. I like it. I like your last video. Your last video was pretty sweet. The little interview format. It was almost like I was watching This Old House or something. Dang. I'm out of caffeine. And I just got whiskey and water. Heated driveway. Man. There's a few of those that I'm aware of around here. Heated driveway would be nice. I get a heated driveway, I could get rid of my snowblower. But then I'd actually have to have a whole heated driveway all the way back to this garage, and it's just dirt and rocks, mud. Luckily, I drive mostly 4-wheel drive stuff. GMC has a new EV Hummer. Yeah, I saw that. It's cool looking. I'm a Jeep guy through marriage. I'm a Jeep guy by force. They don't make no EV Jeeps. I'm sure they will soon. Waiting on your Rivian. When are those Rivians even coming out, man? That was hyped like a year ago. June 2021. Sheesh. I bet you they push that back. EV Hummer or a Rivian? I'd have to say the Hummer. Although, give me a Jeep. Y'all know me. Sean knows. I'm a Jeep guy. Cars drive themselves. That's what I need. I could take that car to the bar. Trent, you are onto something. Yes, locked up Jeep. Well, I've got one Jeep with a locker. One Jeep without a locker, and one Jeep that I helped to have an air locker on when I finished the build. I'll be at 3 Jeeps. Sleepy Joe. Oh, Brent. I feel like you're almost mocking us at this point. Yeah, I feel like the Americans are being mocked here, and I should take offense to that. But you know, what are we gonna start a shootout here? Yeah, shootout between the Canadians and the Americans is going to be pretty lopsided. I know that. Legal weed. We got legal weed here. You ain't special. Come and take it. See, I wish I had my come and take it hat on. I don't even know what we're talking about right now. Are we taking EV trucks? Are we taking legal weed? Tell that to Border Patrol. I've got embossed on my AR. Oh. What's an AR? I don't. What are you talking about? Sean, you just joined in at the right time, man. Because the video that I wanted to have uploaded before this live stream was a little pivot on the channel to lean more towards prepping, not crazy prepper stuff, but just getting in order. What I've said for years is getting ready for the hiccup, which we all experienced in March, and some of us are still experiencing. I guess that's not a hiccup when it goes for 7 or 8 months. But I like that. Can I like that comment? Oh, can I? Might be able to. Oh, it says I could put you in timeout. I don't want to do that. I heard people have ARs. Those are scary. Yeah, I've got. Oh, well, you probably laugh at me, but it's a start. I don't have a Tesla wall, but you got to start somewhere. I got a couple batteries sitting around, and I want to be able to keep them charged. And for my quad and my bike, I want to be able to keep a trickle charge on them. Exactly. Got to start somewhere. Yeah, I'm not, someday I'll be like Thomas Massey down there in Kentucky and buy a wrecked Tesla and run my whole house off the thing. Someday I want to go and move into his district. That's a whole different thing. But tell that to the Border Patrol. We're not trying to come to Canada and buy legal weed, Brent. No one wants to go to Canada. Canada's cold. One of your favorite politicians. You're in the wrong state then, Sean. You gotta move a few south, my man. The Green New Deal. Brent, I feel again you're mocking us here. You're mocking. Justin Amash. My aunt lives in his district. Unfortunately, he is not running. He switched from R to L, and then he just decided with the whole presidential thing after that kind of kaputzed. He's not running for re-election. So the guy's got a bright future. I guarantee that. I follow him on Facebook. I love him. Him and Thomas Massey are probably my favorites. Justin Amash and Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang's an interesting fella. I listened to him on Joe Rogan. That's all right, Trent. You have a good one too, my man. Get out there, make some money, and maybe we'll do another live stream tomorrow and do some chatting. Brent's been trying to egg on the Civil War here. What was the podcast? I said Andrew Yang is an interesting dude. I don't really agree with him, but he's a good guy to listen to. Like Tulsi Gabbard. She's worth listening to, that's for sure. That's funny. Sean, you're in Wisconsin, right? So do you even have any good Congress people up there? Yang speaks. I don't agree at all, but level-headed and can have a conversation with someone he doesn't agree with and keep it civil. Yeah, I thought you were in Wisconsin. God, are you by Kenosha? That was a shit show, wasn't it? And that was my take with Yang too when I heard him on Joe Rogan. 40 minutes from there. Yeah. 40 minutes is far enough away and close enough to be part of the, well, you get lumped in. You're there, so you get lumped in. That was crazy, man. And that was going back to the video I just uploaded that I have not made live yet. Prepping, getting ready. You got 10 days. 10 days until Kenosha and Minneapolis erupts all over the place, if you ask me. But what do I know? I'm just an idiot sitting in his bunker with a wood stove. Random construction question. Shoot. Have you used T-studs? What is a T-stud? I don't know if I know it by a different name. I'm going to doubt I've used it. Explain to me what the heck a T-stud is. If Brent's still around, maybe he knows. Maybe it's something they use in Canada. It's cold in Wisconsin. It's cold in Canada. Maybe you guys would get along great. This might actually be a live stream that I leave live on here. We actually have some conversation going on. Let me look it up. What do we got here? Thermal broken stud. Blah, 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 blah. R19? What? How do you get an R19 stud? Oh, yeah, I've seen those. Never used one. Yep. Looks like a truss, leaves room for insulation. Yes, I've seen them. Never used one. At the cost of studs? I don't know. Either a T stud is probably comparable to the cost of a regular stud at the moment, or T stud is $80 a pop. In which case, you'd be better off just building 2 walls. So I don't know, but I've never used them. I saw a commercial job around the corner from me. Was the first job that I have seen was full blown zip sheathing, taped up and everything on the job around here. Zip's been around for several years now, and it's the first one that I had seen. We're still just OSB and house wrap. The whole T-stud, that's a Matt Reisinger thing, man. He's all about that crap. Want to use Zip R3 on my garage? Hey, go for it, man. I think they make a Zip R10. It's like a 2.5 inches or something. Joe likes T-studs. Who the hell's Joe, Brent? I don't know Joe. Isn't that your neighbor? I don't live next to you. I don't know who the heck you're talking about. Sleepy Joe. Trump only uses 2x. Trump uses 2x2. He doesn't even use 2x4s. Trump just uses 2x2s. Yeah, I saw. Oh man, I don't know what video I was watching on YouTube, and it might have been Matt Reisinger. I'm not sure. And they were somewhere where it was I think it was a Zip R10. I mean, it was like 2 inches or something like that. It's ridiculous. Golden 2x2s. Well, only the best. Trump uses all that Russian money, right? Jordan Smith. No, is that? Has he got a YouTube channel? Jordan Smith? I try not to watch too much YouTube. I watch you guys. Brent doesn't upload anymore because, he's too cool for YouTube. Oh, well, there's me. Oh, that's funny. Jordan Smith. Jordan Peterson popped up. I like him. I just see some guy that sings. Smith House. I just posted a couple of pics. My progress on Instagram, low budget homes. He was on Matt Reisinger's channel for a while. Jordan Smith on Matt Reisinger for a while. I have to check that out. Russia. Wait, now this is getting out of hand. There's only 3 people here, and everybody's talking now at the same time. Jordan is working hard on his building channel. I have to check out Reisinger. I follow Reisinger. Honestly, I rarely watch. I rarely watch his videos. Sometimes the videos catch my eye, and sometimes I'm But I love his enthusiasm on the Bill Show. That's hilarious. Brent retired. He retired from YouTube. He retired from everything. Coaching. Oh, just posted a couple of pics. I'm heading over to Instagram right now. I gotta see the progress. If you guys aren't following him, go check it out. Low Budget High Hopes Instagram. My man, what was this? 24 by 26? That is, man, you got JSI joists? Dude, that's tight. We got 9-foot wall. To see the OSB doesn't go all the way up. I got 10 4.5 in here. 20 by 26. 20 deep and 26 wide. Trying to stay consistent with one video a week. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Sean, that one video a week is cool. I've been at this grind for almost 2 years. I'm at 100 videos, so I'm about one a week, although it was not anywhere near one a week. I know you've fallen off a couple times, but you had a kid, didn't you? You had like a baby at home or something. 9.5-foot walls. Yes. That is this your own garage that you're building? Two kids, new job. You didn't have two kids at the same time, did you? Yes, that's going to be a sweet. That's going to be a sweet garage. This one, the bunker here is 22 deep, 34 wide, 10-foot 4.5 walls, and a pretty decent attic with a 7-pitch on the roof. Nope, 3 and 9 months. Oh, dude, I had one just move out and head off to college. I got one as a freshman in high school. We were in we're in two separate years. Kids that age and the ambition you got with building your garage and stuff, I'm impressed. When I had kids that age, I was hunkered down, just hoping I could find some SpaghettiOs to feed them. You're doing better than me. Architect is currently working on trying to span 35 by 40 without having a post in the center. You should. You'd end up to go 35 feet. Man, they probably have those in JSIs, but you're probably looking at a 16-inch JSI that's going to have to run like every 10 inches or something. In a loft bedroom above? Jeez Louise. Have you watched, have you seen Matt Carricker's Off the Ranch with the abandoned mansion? Do you see the garage they added on to that? Get out of here, man. That is nuts. They got a full-blown apartment up top, weight room. It's like a four-bay garage. That guy's killing it. That's ridiculous. I waffle between excitement for what he's got going on and then just pure animosity towards him. But he started Demolition Ranch a bazillion years ago, so he's put the work in. But that is a fantastic build that he's got going there. So awesome. He's got the bunker in the basement, or the bunker underneath the garage. That's wild. Why do you need a bedroom above your garage? Thinking of running steel beams the 40-foot, but don't know if I can make that span. So is the footprint of your garage 35 by 40? That's a beast, man. Gotta go. Thanks for the videos. Coaching. Oh. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. And your garage is coming along awesomely, dude. That is gonna be sweet. Keep us posted. Want to see how that turns out, man. That's cool. But again, thanks for watching, and I'm glad that the videos have helped you out. That's what I'm here for. 35 foot JSI. Pennsylvania Coast. No, that's no. I don't know. I don't think I can get a hold of my lumber guy tonight. He probably wouldn't answer. YouTube podcast studio. See, man, you're light years beyond me. Yeah, I gotta go to Sleepy Brent. It's all that Labatt Blue you've been drinking. I need to do a podcast with you, Sean. That'd be sweet. We need to do a collab, man. Maybe help get me over 1,000 subscribers so I can quit worrying about this crap. Gotta do the Garage Beers podcast. You haven't done one in a while. I'll bring the beers. I don't know. Can you cross state lines with beers? Not sure how that works. COVID. I forgot about all that. I try not to pay attention. I stay just enough detached from that to not think it's an issue until it's an issue. I found enough local places that I can go without having to wear a mask. I don't wear a mask at work because I work by myself. I just avoid all that crap. COVID. Stupid. All right, fine. I guess I won't bring the beers then. Not a whole pile of them. I'll go away in 2 weeks. 10 days. 10 days. I think we're at 10 days, 11 days. I don't know. Watch my video that I just uploaded. I'll make it live tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think it will. I don't think it's going to go away in 2 weeks. I think it's going to get crazier in 2 weeks. And I think if you've got an embossed AR, you're probably thinking it's not going to go away either. You're hoping. I'm with you on that. Yeah, one way or the other. It's going to get weird in 2 weeks. Oh, baby. Well, when it all goes away in 2 weeks, I'll do a podcast with you if you got an open slot. If you want to listen to some idiot garage builder, that'd be cool. I'm not. It would be traveling, but I'm not terribly far from you. Got to figure out how to do them over Zoom. I'm actually, I am slated. I like traveling. I don't even know how they do it or how they're supposed to send me a link, but I am slated to be on the live stream on Daydream of Nice Things. They were doing some DIY stuff and they tracked me down and asked if I wanted to do it. I said, sure. It's supposed to be 2 weeks from yesterday. It's like 10 in the morning or something. And I was like, yeah, cool. Give me a reason to knock off work. So that ought to be neat. I don't know. They do an interview with them for an hour or so. I mean, I've sat here chatting with you guys for over 2 hours, so I could probably BS my way through a show with them. But that's cool. You know, it's a DIY channel, and it's tough talking to a camera when you don't script stuff. Because I can't script things because I can't sit down and write stuff down. I just can't sit down. If I sit down, I fall asleep. Never seen them. You know, honestly, I never heard of them until I got an email from them. So, and I didn't even. Well, I responded originally saying, yeah, that might be neat. And then I watched for like a week or so and just kind of checked out some of their videos. And they do live streams. They just interview people. Like DIY, they had like some van life people on and stuff. So I was like, yeah, shoot, why not? I mean, you know, branch out. Like your Garage Beers podcast, why not? Why not get together and chat it up with people? Can't hurt, right? Holy crap, it's getting late. I ran Brent out of town. This isn't, oh no. Thought my computer maybe was touchscreen. It's not. And Brent and Trent both had a dip. You are a time zone west of me, so it's still early for you there, Sean. Detached garage. All right, here's something. Almost midnight. Yeah, you're an hour back. You're an hour back from me. I'm east of you. Let's put it that way. Did you make your logo in your intro? Random question, but while we're all sitting here chatting, did you make your logo in your intro for your channel? Or did you have somebody do it? Oh, crap. It's getting late. I'm not drinking any more bourbon. That's capped for the night. Had someone make the logo for $100. Someone you knew, like local, or did you go through Fiverr or? Because I want to kind of up my game a little bit. That ain't bad. I'd like to get some graphic design programs and stuff and start getting some t-shirts and stuff together. But yeah, I can't focus. I've got ADD bad. I don't know if I do, but it seems like a good excuse. So yeah, I asked a local graphic designer that I didn't know. So you just track somebody down locally. That's cool. I've actually got a friend that has kind of done it. I don't think she's into it now. I asked the handyman on his channel because he's got a new intro, and then he told me, he goes, I paid some German guy $30 to do it on Fiverr. And I'm like, what? But like, you obviously, you got your logo made and then your intro, and you have the logo in a file that you can then have turned into hats and t-shirts, and you've got your vinyl on your car and all that other stuff. Yeah. I'll have to look into that. I've been Titanium Dynamics. No, what is Titanium Dynamics? Sounds interesting. Sounds like something that Tony Stark would run. You sold it to Tony Stark? Titanium Dynamics. Mandrel exhausts? Is this what I'm seeing here? Mandrel Ben exhausts and stuff? Sold it to a guy in Pennsylvania. Nice. Titanium exhaust components? Yeah. That's badass, my man. You shoot. Started a company and sold it. That's the way to do it. Start them and sell them. Make your money. GTFO. Use money from the sale to start this channel. I used a GoPro I bought to get some Jeep video, and the computer I bought to do my taxes to start my channel. But I'm on literally right now. I'm on my new computer, and it actually functions and moves quick. So I was happy about that. Still not the greatest computer in the world, but I don't make any money off of YouTube, so I can't really justify the expense. And I don't want to sleep on the couch, you know. I don't want to sleep out here in the bunker. Although I do have a wood burner. We got to get you to 1,000 subs. Yes, we. I don't know what you mean by we, but I think you should go out there and get me there. Do something. Do your thing. Take him down. Whatever that line was from Independence Day. I know. I need 1,000 subs. I've got 10,000 watch hours. If I could get anything, if I could just get enough to $35 to $45 per month, that would buy my beer for a week. Pays for Adobe. Do you like Adobe? That's what I was thinking about, going to Adobe, but I know that it's a monthly thing. I mean, if I could get $35, $45 per month and pay for Adobe, that would be cool. I would like that. It's okay, way more powerful than I need. Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't use anything to its fullest extent. Yeah, I'm not a technophobe or a Luddite, but I just don't care to mess with stuff if I don't need to. I guess. I don't know. Well, maybe I like your enthusiasm to get me to 1,000 subs. Maybe if we figure out how to do the Zoom thing, we can do a collab and talk about, I don't know, you're in Wisconsin. We could talk about cheese or something, you know? I'd bust Brent's balls for not uploading lately, but he dipped out already. But cheese and beer. Cheese and beer. That was my dinner. Cheese and beer. No, not cheese. Cheese? No. Boneless wings. Boneless wings and beer. And then I had some cheese when I got home. There's a local establishment that's pretty freewheeling around here, and we can get in there without having to wear masks or anything. So my wife and I try to go there. She dropped the kid off at dance. They were half off, so it's like a 2-for-1 deal. Got a couple appetizers, and then got my video together and uploaded, and it took forever. Where are you again? I'm headed to Northern Indiana next week for work. I am near Northern Indiana. I've always tried to just keep some anonymity on YouTube in case I ever just abandoned the channel and, left it to stew. Which who knows? Maybe I will if I ever get it monetized. Maybe I'll just put up some evergreen. But I'll do that. I'll hit you up on Facebook or Instagram. Where are you going to be? Northern Indiana. Gary, Fort Wayne, South Bend, Angola, Indiana Dunes, Renegade RV, Nexus RV. Nah, well, I'm not gonna. I'll take your word for it. That'd be even closer to me. When are you gonna be next week? I'm gonna move to Indiana. They're like an inch away from electing a libertarian governor, and that makes my ears perk up. That sounds like freedom to me, where we can just run around without masks and, without pants. Who cares, right? I check my YouTube analytics, and over the course of this live stream, I've actually lost a subscriber. Yep. It's confirmed at this point. I've pissed them off. Pants 2020. No pants 2020. Oh, crap. It's the middle of the night, man. What are we doing still up? You get a 9-month-old at home. Everybody in my house is perfectly capable of taking care of themselves. Why are we still awake? Got to film your next video tomorrow. I just did one this evening. I'd like to do another one tomorrow, although I have a lot of stuff going on this weekend. My little prepper series. Garage cyclist sign. Wheel detailer. Is that what your video's on? Wait, are you going to build a garage just to have like a wheel detailer in there? You are specializing to the core with this garage. I built this thing. I built this big old garage, and I just filled it up with crap. Crap everywhere. Just crap. That's what you do with a garage. All right, I'll shoot you a message on Instagram or something. Your Altima. How many, wait. Now we're going down the rabbit hole. Where are you parking all these vehicles, man? Your Tesla and your Rivian and your Altima, and I thought you were just trying to sell one. You don't have it yet. Gotta. Oh yeah, you're a car guy. I'm not a car guy. I'm a Jeep guy. I own 3 Jeeps, 2 drive, one's being built. I own 6 vehicles. Like I said earlier, just on the 5 that are driving right now, if I look over on my oil change board over there, it's like a cumulative 850,000 miles on the vehicles. A little more redneck, a little more hillbilly than driving the Teslas and the Rivians. Don't get me wrong. It's nice. I've always wanted a what are the shoot you the DM. I will get you on Instagram at some point tomorrow just to chat and yeah, we'll figure something out. That could be fun. We'll do some Zoom. I'd say I'll bring the beer, but if we're on Zoom, I'll bring my own. I'll bring the liquor. Okay. You got to go. I got to go. It's been 2.5 hours of me sitting here chatting with you guys. So, Sean, talk to you tomorrow. And anybody else that's watching, peace out.